Hello and welcome to Up the Turnpike, your source for New York Islanders content both here on YouTube and over on Patreon, where we have our podcast that we do twice a week. That's patreon.com/uptheturnpike. In this video, let's get into the nothing burger that is the Matthew Barzal hot mic moment, if you will. If you perhaps live under a rock, welcome to the surface world. But against the Columbus Blue Jackets, it seemed that Matthew Barzal mouthed to a teammate on the bench that the barn was empty, and he said it multiple times, allegedly. I'll show you the video, if you will, and you could be the judge for yourself. I don't actually think he said that, but others claim to believe he did. So let's just look at video here right now. Now, this is lip reading, of course. He didn't actually say those words on camera. No one had a mic in his face. People are lip reading, saying like, well, it seems like he's saying that the barn is empty to Bo Horvat, who's sitting next to him. I mean, I'm not a lip reader. I don't pretend to be. But I do believe that lip reading is full-on hokum. It's absolute poppycock's garbage. This is me trying not to swear and coming with some of the lamest words you've ever heard. But watch, just for an example, I will say elephant shoes in the same tone. Well, not the same tone, in the same way, in the same cadence, but I won't use any volume. And you'll see that it says that it looks like I'm saying, I love you. It looks like I'm saying, I love you. But I said elephant shoes without any volume. Now, a lip reader might say, looks like he's saying, I love you. But in fact, I'm talking about shoes for an elephant. It's not, there's no science behind lip reading. So let's not pretend that we're all lip readers here and we can figure out exactly what he's saying. But let's pretend for 1 second here, or maybe a few seconds because this video is going to go on for a few minutes. Let's pretend that Matthew Barzal does indeed say that the barn was empty. Well, it was. He's not wrong. Look at it. It wasn't full by any regards, but there's a lot of empty seats. And specifically, across from where the players are sitting, look at that section. It is sparsely populated for that game. And this video from Will Shirushi, I'm sorry, Will, if I mispronounce your name, on Twitter, isn't from like before puck drop. Look at the scoreboard. It's 1-0 Columbus with 12 minutes into the game. This was a strategically taken video for the purpose of showing that it was indeed not full. And they're right. And Matthew Barzal would be right if he said indeed that the barn was empty. He's not wrong. It was. Now, when someone says that, or because Matthew Barzal said that, people have espoused some sort of inference in terms of what that means or what he's trying to say when he says that. Why are we doing that to ourselves? We're folding ourselves into pretzels to try to get mad at something because we're sad and upset about how the season is unfolding. He might have just said the barn is empty because it looked empty. Again, if you look at the camera angle from just this one shot from here, across from where the players are, here are the players at the bottom left, and across from them, so what they're looking at all night, it's pretty freaking empty, man. Look at that section in the 100 bowl. It's pretty empty. That's what they're looking at all night. So yeah, man, he might just be saying it looks empty. Or is he saying that because he realizes that the team isn't playing well and so fans aren't coming out to see them? Again, he's not wrong. They're not playing well. In that game they were, although Columbus was not, but still, they still won that game pretty well. Good job by them. But as a whole, the team is not playing well. Or is he just saying that he's sad to see that people aren't at the barn? Probably. Is he taking shots at fans? No, I don't think he's going to take shots at fans. Why would he? Why would he do that? It makes no sense. It makes no sense for him to do so. He probably realizes, as all of us do, of the multiplying factors involved into why fans aren't there. A, like I said, the team isn't playing well. B, it's Monday. C, it's Columbus. And D, there was a hella snowstorm on Long Island on that evening. All of that together combined to mean that fans aren't showing up. It's really that simple. And he's probably just honestly reacting to that. Because unlike John Tavares, he's not a hockey robot just going bleep, blop, bloop, looking for the next amulet to power him through, the day. He has feelings, and his feelings are probably a little hurt, noticing that there aren't a lot of people coming out to see him play hockey. I know if I was in his position, I would feel the same way. I would. Is he wrong for feeling that? No. Are people wrong for not going? Also no. Two things can be right. What a world we live in. But to then go after the player, as we'll see in this video that I'm going to pull up here, I'm going to try to get the audio to sound or to be loud enough for you to hear it. So I'm going to raise the volume here so you can hear this. This I find was unacceptable. So I'll let you just hear it and then we'll go from there.
Yo, you really think it was empty last night? That's on management, bro. That's on management. Come on. You know you can't be saying that on TV.
I mean, first off, he didn't say it on TV. It was caught from like 300 feet away. And that's assuming he actually said it. And if he did, he's right. It's all these things together. Does that mean that we should be going after the players? Again, we're looking for reason to be mad here. So obviously the answer here is no. And I'm not just saying this from a soapbox. I'm saying this from someone who experienced it. I've gone after players before. I think some of you who followed me for a while now know of my little run-in with Calvin DeHaan over on Twitter 5 years ago in 2017? Yeah, 2017. This is not the initial tweet because it has been deleted by someone, not myself, but this is the subsequent tweet. So you can see that I went after, this is as I was working for Eyes on Isles, but I was the one tweeting this. I can confirm this because it was me. I was tweeting at him because he missed a pass. He was behind the net and he sent it to someone or where he thought someone was going to be and they weren't there. And I think whatever team scored on us. And I was hella mad and I thought I was a big brave boy and I went after Calvin DeHaan. And he did not appreciate it. Obviously, he took his licks in and he got his jabs and good job by him. But I didn't feel like a big brave boy afterwards. I felt lame and petty because what did I do? I was mad at the outcome of a game, so I went after a player who has to make a snap decision at the thousandth of a second. And he has a thousandth of a second to make that decision. Not fair. It was not fair for me to do that. And I got my just desserts for it. I got a speaking to from the community at a large, and I deserved it. Now, so that's why I'm speaking to whoever said these messages to Barzal or said that to Barzal at an autograph signing, or if you at home are sitting there wanting to say something to a player of that ilk, just don't. It doesn't help anyone. It doesn't help the cause. We get it. You're mad that the team isn't playing well, and maybe that specific player isn't perhaps playing well, but doing it this way isn't going to make that player do better. If they're not playing well, there's a coach in the room that's probably kicking cans and saying whatever you think you should be saying. Let that person do it. That doesn't mean you have to be unconditionally supportive all the time, but speaking out like this doesn't actually help anything, and it's actually going to make you feel worse. It may not make you feel worse at the moment, but eventually you will come to realize how lame and petty it was, and you're not going to feel great. I still don't feel great about what I did not even 5 years ago, 2017, 8 years ago. Holy crap. So just don't. It serves nothing, specifically when it comes to a nothing burger like what happened, because I still don't think that's actually what he said, with Matthew Barzal on that live feed during the game against Columbus, when the barn was in fact empty. Just don't be that person. Thank you for watching my TED Talk, I guess. Thank you for following. Thank you for subscribing. If you have not subscribed yet, please hit that button. It would help Matt and I immensely. We're at 950 subs. We want to hit that 1,000 and more. So help us get there, please, and thank you. And if you have subscribed, thank you, thank you, thank you.